The 1986 EDSA People Power Revolution, it was really a turning point in Philippine history. A time of courage, unity, and, faith. But in the middle of all the chants, prayers, and marching feet, there was a love story that, honestly, very few ever heard. Welcome to Times of Old, where we bring untold moments from history to life. Today, we tell the story of Amado and Teresa, two strangers drawn together by a revolution that changed a nation. And well, their hearts too. Amado was a journalism student from UP Diliman, fiery, idealistic, and part of the youth movement fighting dictatorship. Teresa was a volunteer nurse from UST, raised pretty conservatively, but called to serve those risking their lives. On February 23rd, they met on EDSA, under a gray sky near Camp Crame, when Amado tripped in the rush of a crowd and Teresa helped him up. She smiled, he apologized. It was brief, but fate had spoken. In the next few days, their paths kept crossing. Amado brought food and leaflets. Teresa treated the wounded and elderly. They shared quick conversations about freedom, fear, and really, the hope that the people might finally win. On the night of February 24th, the crowd feared a military crackdown. Gunfire was rumored. People prayed harder. Teresa clung to Amado, scared but proud. He told her, "If this is the price of freedom, I'm glad I'm standing beside you." By February 25th, the tide had turned. Marcos fled the country. The nation rejoiced. As the yellow confetti rained, Amado and Teresa stood at EDSA Shrine, hands clasped, knowing their story was only beginning. But love after revolutions is never simple. They really tried to stay in touch. Letters were passed, phone calls were made, but honestly, life just pulled them in different directions. Careers, families, distances. Their story, like so many in history, eventually faded into memory. The last letter Teresa received from Amado simply read, "Even if we never meet again, you were my light during the darkest nights of our nation." History, well, it remembers revolutions. But behind every movement, there are faces, names, and stories of love, sacrifice, and hope. Amado and Teresa may not be written in textbooks, but their story reminds us that in the fight for freedom, even love finds a way. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Times of Old, where we revive the forgotten tales of Filipino history. What untold story would you like us to feature next? Let us know in the comments.